What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we are going to be talking about NBA 2K22 MyTEAM, lads. But before we get on to it, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. 280,000 subscribers by the end of this month. We're also seeing if we could, just in a crazy way, even 270, 500 by Sunday would be absolutely insane, lads. That would be absolutely insane. That would put us into somewhat decent shape for getting the last first getting like the last 1500. It's going to be a close one. It's going to be a really close one. But if you guys again are new and enjoy this content, subscribe. You can find more MyTEAM content here than anywhere else. So if you're wondering what we're talking about in this video, one last tweet from the 2K MyTEAM page, the headliner in tomorrow's set. There is in fact two Galaxy Opals, and it is Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant. If you guys know anything about Kevin Durant, he is a player that is basically, this card is essentially his other card. It's OKC Kevin Durant, so he's probably going to be 6'9", not 6'10", but there's potential for him to be 6'10". He's going to have at least 92, 93 speed. His three ball is going to be at least 95. Dude's getting half range extender, at least gold chef. And the big thing with Kevin Durant, he's 6'9/10 with a 7'4" wingspan, with Scotty behind the back and shifty dribble style. Kevin Durant moves, lads. He moves. He really moves. And the thing is, like, his offensive game is already pretty much perfect. He's obviously going to get some upgraded badges. But I think defensively, he's going to get gold interceptor. He's going to get gold clamps. His steal rating's probably going up to 85. Kevin Durant's probably going to be in that conversation with the best small forward in the game. And if they give him a better rebounding, could be in the conversation of best power forward in the game. So it's going to be interesting to see what 2K do with Kevin Durant. And I just want to see what his pink diamond looked like last, or his Galaxy Opal last year was actually a card that came out in March, and it's not going to be as good this year. Because his Galaxy Opal, this one here, was just God. Like, again, 28 Hall of Fame badges because he came out, not in March, he came out on the 19th of February, he came out at the start of Season 5. I keep forgetting that, like, Season 5 ended in March. This Quantum set was, like, the biggest game-changing set ever. Luka was a demigod. Shaq, I mean, ironically enough, like, we have a shooting Shaq. We had a shooting Shaq a lot earlier this year and last year, but he had 94 speed. And people still didn't even use him. Odom was a demigod. Gerald Wallace was insane when he was badged up. This set was legit just full of just demis. But Kevin Durant, last year, 94 speed, 94 acceleration, 97 3 ball. I just want to see what to do. Give him 35 shot IQ, so min shot IQ and min intangibles with low rebounding. Okay, so his rebounding is the exact same. Maybe they keep his rebounding low. So I think what they could lower, because he has 75 intangibles and max shot IQ, which means to keep him at a 97 overall, they can legitimately bump up so many things and keep him at 97. Like, this is the type of stats and badges that they can give to him while keeping him at 97. Which means there is huge potential. Is he primary power forward or small forward? And this is where it becomes really interesting with Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is primary small forward. Okay, so because he's primary small forward, do not expect him to be unbelievable. But if you saw him primary power forward with the low rebounding stat, then you'd be like, okay, yeah, this guy's going to be an absolute demi. Because everyone knows that players at the small forward primary position, it's a lot harder to keep them at lower overall, because for some reason, when players get moved to small forward, they just go higher in overall. It's how everyone like abuses my league trades. They just make all their players small forwards and they all get boosted in overall. So he's not going to be anywhere near as good as last year's Opal, by the way. Now this one came out in February, but he's not even going to be in the same stratosphere as this Kevin Durant. But what I do expect is 16 Hall of Fame badges. I just want to check what, for example, Luka had, or what even Bosch had. That's the wrong year. Yeah, so I think 15 to 16 huffs. I don't think it's going to be pushing 20. I think Yao's probably going to get about 18. But I reckon 15 to 16 Hall of Fames. I think he's going to get half range. I think he's going to get gold chef. I reckon he might get half quick first step. He's going to keep like his quick chain. Probably can gold clamps, gold interceptor. I don't see him getting any Hall of Fame defensive badges. His block rating is probably going to go quite a bit up. And I think post game is going to stay the same. I think his three balls going to stay the same. He's going to be insanely good. So what are these cards going to do to the market? Lads, let's take a look now. Let's take a look at how many people have been selling their Kobe's. Because Kobe Bryant had been like either the best or second best 2-guard in the game. So Klay was announced 1 hour ago. I just want to see at the 3-hour mark, are there a bunch of Kobe's that have been going up? So obviously we saw nothing because of Joe Johnson as well. So around here, yeah, you're seeing quite a few more Kobe's. Not that many more, but you are seeing quite a few more Kobe's. People are looking to offload their Kobe Bryants today. So you can, I think the prices of the likes of Diamond Klay, Kobe Bryant, I think Kawhi even to an extent is going to drop a little bit in price because of Klay. I think the one factor on whether the market drops a significant amount for 2-guards is not in fact Klay, but it's Joe Johnson. If it turns out that ISO Joe, we all know his release is going to be good. He's got base 12, he's got shifty. His player build looks alright. So it literally all depends with ISO Joe is like, if he goes and gets himself like gold clamps, gold interceptor, half range extender, we're looking at a card that's going to compete with the likes of Klay, that's going to compete with those top tier guys, and is probably not going to be at that top tier price. He's probably going to be in and around the, because they're opals, he's probably going to be in and around, he'll be under 100 anyway. He'll definitely be under 100. And potentially, if he's packed the locks as 2 of them, we could be looking at 50k. And if he's even comparable to Klay Thompson at 50k, we're going to see Diamond Klay tank. We're going to see Kobe tank. We're going to see a lot of players tank because it's not necessarily when a new high-rated player comes in. Like a high-rated player coming in does drop the price of guys like of the top-tier guys by a little bit. It really does, unless that top-tier guy is just like a must-have. But normally they're too expensive, so some people just tend to hold on. But if there's a cheaper alternative that's better, for example, like Buddy Hield is not better than Kobe. I just want to put that out there. But for example, if Buddy Hield had like handles for days, Klay would have dropped way more because if Buddy had handles for days, he was probably better than Klay. So that's just the way you got to look at things. If there's a better budget alternative. So for 2-guards, Joe Johnson's going to really affect the market. But for the power forwards, it's kind of an interesting one. Kevin Durant at the small forward, power forward position. It'll be interesting to see what way his rebounding is, because I think that's what's going to be the big factor, is whether or not his rebounding is good. I think that's going to be the difference between this card being like just another guy and the best power forward in the game. I think he could be the best small forward in the game anyway, but at that power forward position, if he's got good rebounding and he has like interceptor with his player build, he could be insane. So I just want to see in the last 15 minutes how many people put up their LeBrons. There are a lot of LeBrons for sale. Not by looks thing. So it does not appear that people are panic selling right now. So I wouldn't be surprised to see people start. I wouldn't be surprised to see a few people starting to panic sell, especially because we got Siakam as well coming as a free card tomorrow. I think he might end up having quite a bit of an effect. He's realistically achievable by Sunday or Monday, like 100 wins. It's a lot, but I mean 100 wins is less than playing one full weekend league in FIFA 21 of 30 games. Like that's, if you're good at the game, it's quicker than that. You can easily get in 10 games in an hour if you're fast, or if you're good at the game, because people start, especially early on, if you go like 6-0 up against somebody, they will quit. Like I got my 50 games done last season in, I'd say, 4 hours of playing, if even. I had more quits at 2-0 than I had probably full games. It was kind of crazy. But yeah, so that's what I kind of think is going to happen. I think the market on small forwards, power forwards is going to drop a little bit. But the thing with Kevin Durant is there is no similar player to Kevin Durant. Like, he is a different player. So, like, a lot of people that are really liking Kawhi because of his defense, or they're liking, say, Terry Dishinger because of his release. KD's just that different type of player. KD's just that long, lengthy, spot-up shooter who can create if needed. Whereas the other guys, some of them are primary ball handlers, some of them are cones. Kevin Durant is going to be kind of like a mixture of them all. I think he could be the best. I think if they make him 6'10", if they give him some key Hall of Fame badges, I think Kevin Durant could be the freaking best. I think he has the potential to be one of the best cards in the game, period. But at the end of the day, that's just potential. We don't know what the card's like, and he could be a bad enough rebounder that he may not be useful at power forward, but he's always going to be elite at the small forward position. So anyway, yeah, that is the video. That is it. That's what I think is going to happen. That's what I think is going to happen to the market. I think Kevin Durant is going to push the price of the top tier small forwards and power forwards down a tiny bit. Nothing absolutely major because, for example, if you want someone with the corner sit and play defense, LeBron's still going to be better. If you want a primary ball defender, someone to shoot the three off the catch, Kawhi's still going to be better. If you want a like three hunting dribbling player, Terry's still probably going to be better. If you want someone that's probably good at every one of those except for on-ball defense, Kevin Durant might be the best. But it's at the stage of the game where it's highly unlikely that a card comes out anytime soon that is like the best at every single thing. So, which is something that I like. And again, expect him to be gassed, but not this gassed because his primary position is small forward more than power forward. So like you might say, oh, but he's 97 overall, his stats are going to be the same. No. The only reason these stats are able to be like they are is because he has bad rebounding and he's a primary power forward. And not the greatest post game and a bad standing dunk, which affects it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.